beloved Deb.
Roy and Abbott.
I'm Buffy.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Hey, guys! On me!
Get away from her, you.
You're gonna see some serious family.
Assemble.
It is SmackDown live from Dublin. It is so hot here in LA. It is beyond hot. My name is Zach. Welcome to West Coast Pop channel on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have fun all evening with us right here as we watch the second hour of WWE SmackDown from Dublin. And again, it is so hot. Is it because of Heatwave this Sunday? We're going to talk your predictions. Coming up here during this hour, we're going to talk Spider-Man Brand New Day casting. We'll talk AEW Forbidden Door. Knock and I broke down our predictions this week. We're talking a whole bunch more. Mercedes money. Got another belt. She has Mercedes 9 belts. We got a lot to talk about. As the biggest loser, John Cena is out right now. I think, I don't speak Dublin, but I think that's Dublin for booze from what I'm hearing right now. I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts on SmackDown and everything else going on. Noob, how are you doing? Good to see you, Noob. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. It's Friday night, and we're here. The Never Seen 17. Did you hear Nikki Bella tear him apart this weekend? Woo! All right, one last time in Dublin. This is pre-taped, but we're watching the second hour live right here, right now. John Cena. We're going to be talking about a lot of other stuff too. We got Mercedes. We got Heatwave predictions. If you want to talk about the ESPN app, if you tried that out, I just logged in last night. It's fine. I don't think we're going to get anything very special. It's going to be like Peacock 2.0, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's going to have chapters. All right, finally a real superstar and a real jackass. Logan Paul. I've seen Peacemaker Season 2. They recreated the scene from the first season. Noob, I unfortunately saw that intro. Garbage. Oh, it's funny dancing. We got it, James Gunn. You're hilarious. And the ending, the retcon. I was just telling the guys in the chat. They retconned Cena's heel turn. James Gunn just retconned his TV show. And Nikki Bella just retconned his sex life. Crazy week for John Cena. Did you like Peacemaker? I know Eric loves Peacemaker. Also, do you think that's an upgrade or a downgrade, how they edited it with Hawk Girl and Guy Gardner? Easy way to just retcon something. 99 doors, 99 realities, 99 versions of Trash Bags, John Cena. 10 dates left after tonight with John Cena. 10 dates left, and we're done with him. Oh, Cena destroyed his own heel turn. I believe it. Because he had to act. Cena can't act. Everyone making the trip to Dublin. Are you excited for the ESPN thing? Not like Peacock was the shit or anything like that, but like, I guess ESPN. I just miss the WWE app. I'll just looking at some stuff today. I miss chapters. I miss how things were organized. I miss that it was a straight up streaming service for that, so it didn't crash during live watches. I guess the WWE didn't crash, but all right. John Cena and Logan Paul building up the match for next weekend. The final PLE on Peacock. And then after that, it's just NXT and Saturday night's main event. They announced that Saturday night's main event is going to be doing for a year again, but strictly on Peacock. The ratings were so bad, NBC doesn't want it on their mother station. So John Cena's final match. How do you all feel about that? John Cena's final match is going to be on the streaming service rather than a PLE, which is still on a streaming service. Would you rather have it be on Netflix, on SmackDown, on television? SmackDown, where he debuted. You know who's looking forward to a heel turn? It's Asuka. And I saw a video for her explaining her history between her and Asuka. Was that new? Was that the one where she's in like the hotel room on her like laptop? I saw that too. I'm excited for heel Asuka. I don't think Asuka's in the position to take the title that Naomi just gave up. Because I think they're going to give it to either Raquel. I don't know who they're going to give it to. Let me know who you think you're going to give it to. Okay, what's that one? Thanks, Noob. John Cena. What a week. Peacemaker Season 2. Do you like the retcon? I just, yeah. Whatever. He's in the MCU, or he's in the DCU now. The James Gunn U, whatever it's called. The title to Stephanie or Roxanne? Yeah, Stephanie would be a good pick. Stephanie, Raquel, or there's another one that's in the mix. I can't think of who it is. I think we can chill on Jade. Jade will be in the main event tonight. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see where they go with Bianca Belair after this. Because LA Knight is now on Raw. Sami Zayn is now on SmackDown. Will they move Bianca Belair and the Street Profits to Raw? Because Raw, the tag team division, is non-existent. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Yeah, those are the other two. That's a good one. Yeah. I think I'd give it to someone new. Start new storytelling. Logan Paul. Are they staying over there all week? Is Raw over there too this week? We're going to talk Spider-Man. I have a cast listing up of who's all in there, and I have an idea of one of the newest cast members being in there. Yelena's in there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I have a theory. Everyone's saying one thing, but I think it's something else. It's Mr. Power. How are you doing? How about who's not in Spider-Man? That's a good point. After we're done watching John Cena get destroyed by Nikki Bella's Dear Diaries, we'll talk Spider-Man. We'll talk Spider-Man, and then we'll get into some Heatwave. Heatwave! Might as well move the Kabuki Warriors and Sky to SmackDown because they're pretty much getting tired of Rhea Ripley. Yeah, they got to mix something up with them. Julia, did they show her yet? Sorry, I did read spoilers for tonight. She will be in a backstage segment with Mishin and Kiana James. So she's on tonight. Yes, she needs to defend that more. All these need to get defended more. And I think that's also an issue where we need to defend these titles more on when there's so many PLEs. WrestlePalooza, it's a good spot to put some of these titles up on the line. WrestlePalooza. It's an ECW pay-per-view that's going to kick off the ESPN era. No. No, it is not. Can't really say shit because I do wear an old school Thugonomics shirt on here. Logan Paul looking pissed because his dad poured out his last Four Loko. I have a meme contest tonight. So again, we're going to do another meme contest tonight. Your comment will make the meme tonight. It's an AEW meme from this week. Have Asuka take the WWE Women's Championship from Tiffany because her title reign is nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I think Tiffy time is up. I think a new era of women champions. I think that's what we need. What's one pay-per-view hope WWE brings back? Honestly, if this was Triple H booking from a year ago, I'd want Cyber Sunday back. I'd want a legit Cyber Sunday, and he'd trust his talent. That's the one I think I would want back. Because I had a tech friend who knew how to track what was going on with Cyber Sunday and Cyber Monday and all that shit when we watched those, and he knew that it was bullshit. And of course, we all knew when we saw the results they're bullshit. But that's mine. What's yours? What do you want brought back? What's the meme? I didn't put it up yet. I'll bring it up here in a bit. Tiffy time is spoiled. I think Charlotte, I think it's good not having her win. I think the bad part is not having a game plan after for Tiffany. Oh, I know. I've got a slide. We'll just look at Mercedes right now. Let's talk about Mercedes Moné as John Cena talks about himself. I got some other news in here too. Today, Mercedes got her 9th title. She's going into Forbidden Door with 9 titles. I don't think she's losing a title until she hits 10. Just my thoughts. What are your thoughts on Mercedes winning a 9th title against Emerson Jane? Who else went there last today? I think Grizzled Young Vets. Is that who showed up there? Did Athena and Billy Stark show up there too? I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, congratulations, Mercedes. 9 belts. 9 titles. Haven't heard of half of these promotions, but I have now. Thanks, Mercedes. We'll check out some of the matches too from Forbidden Door later. I got I'll let some people will compare that. Athena, yes, Athena and Billy Starks. Mercedes, man, 9 belts. She challenged Bailey to a match on social media. I wonder if they'll do that at a random side episode. Our Noob wants bragging rights back because if fans want brand warfare, then look no further than bragging rights. That's another PLE that WWE should bring back. I agree. Bragging rights is fun, especially if we're doing this many PLEs. I like bragging rights. Bragging rights is better than Survivor Series brand versus brand. John Cena acting. Mercedes is a better actor than John Cena? Yes. All right. John Cena talking right now. Let me bring up the meme. Well, John Cena, he's going to talk forever. I'm just going to bring up the meme now. And whoever wins, I still have to find something to do with my Alien Earth prize pack. I have swag from Alien Earth, the premiere, not the premiere, but a special screening that I want to give away. I hope they bring back Mercedes for Star Wars. I hope so too. Katie Sackwell said she had an interview. I don't want to quote what she said, but there's some disparaging stuff in there. So we'll see. John Cena destroyed Logan on the mic. What are you watching? What are you watching? You got to turn the volume up. You got it on Braille. You don't know what you're watching. Let's get to the meme. Meme of the week. You make the meme. What is meme of the week? This is the pick. Meme of the week. As we head into Forbidden Door this Sunday, your comments. What is it? And I might possibly be able to give out. I've got a bag full of Alien Earth stuff that I want to give out. But I'm not going to do it this meme of the week. I got to find a way to get rid of some of the stuff, including the soundtrack to Alien Earth. So let me know. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Here's one from Mr. Report. Ricochet is Malcolm in the middle game bullying at school. I like it. I like it. Get your memes in as John Cena doesn't shut up. He doesn't shut up. He doesn't know when to stop running his mouth unless you're going out with Nikki Bella, apparently. Did you see that comment? She's such a vile human being. She's so terrible. She's one of the worst people in wrestling. I cannot stand people that champion her. There's so many bad things about her that you can... she's so awful. Alien Earth. Collision is tomorrow, and then Forbidden Door. That is right. And on Collision, you can see the debut of Isla Dawn. She will be debuting tomorrow on Collision, so get ready for that. I know the outcome of this. I hope there's a storyline going with this. Otherwise, we'll be talking about this next week. That's all I'll say. Oh, no! You added Stairmaster. I remember I used to do Stairmaster when I used to go to a different gym. I was thinking about starting it again. This tells me no. Thank you, Mr. All Power, but good luck. There it is. John Cena. Logan Paul exposing his bald spot. John Cena's bald spot, that is. John Cena. What are you going to do? Are you going to touch him before a clash in Paris? There we go. The shove. Oh. The AA battery to Logan Paul. They're in Dublin, and there's just the WWE logo on the map. Good. We don't need a bunch of ads. I would have liked to see some ads from Dublin on there, though. John Cena. A retcon heel turn, a retcon peacemaker, P-maker, we can call it that, and a retconned sex life with Nikki Bella. There it is. John Cena. Whoops. John Cena. John Cena, Logan Paul. Next week, the final PLE on Peacock. I remember when WWE debuted on Peacock. Now we're going to see John Cena, one of his final matches. He has 10 more appearances. That's going to be number 9. Hi, math. That's going to be number 9. Then he has appearances and only a few more matches. Obviously, Brock's going to be one in his retirement match on Saturday's main event. Then he's just going to show up for 5 events. I say he does open challenges. The rumor is that WrestlePalooza, since it's an ECW-themed pay-per-view and a Microsoft Word logo, RVD for John Cena's WrestlePalooza opponent. All right. Still kind of pushing Jade towards the title. I say you have Tiffy lose it in a 4-way. I don't know if there's going to be one big feud for Tiffy. I think it's just time to just roll the dice with someone in a 4-way and start anew. And then you can have Tiffany Stratton go back to being a heel. It is the Street Profits against the MFTs. All right, we're going to get into your Heatwave predictions here. Be fab about them too. We'll get to your Heatwave predictions as a Heatwave here right now in LA. It's so hot here in LA. All right, during this match, we'll do Heatwave, and during the commercials, we're going to talk Spider-Man. Here we go. We'll talk Spider-Man. We'll talk some other stuff too. Stay with the channel because coming up in about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I'm going to go to a special screening of Spinal Tap 2 right up the street at the Chinese Theater. It is going to be a Q&A with the band in character. So I have my review of the movie one night, and then hopefully the next day I'll have the Q&A up. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. I can't fucking wait. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So if you're a big fan, stay tuned to the channel. When this debuts that week, review and a special live Q&A with them in character. It's going to be very cool. And it's going to be filmed, simulcast throughout all IMAXs. So if you live in a state that has an IMAX, you'll be watching the exact same Q&A live, shot, streamed from the Chinese Theater. So check your local listings, your IMAX theaters. If you're into Spinal Tap 2 at your IMAX. We can all watch the Q&A together and then talk about it that Friday. I'm excited. I fucking love this movie so much. We talk about this. Isla Dawn will be facing Megan Bayne on Collision. My one spoiler on this, maybe it sounds better on TV. There's barely any pop. And she debuted in her hometown, state, village. Anyways, maybe it sounds different on TV. And Mercedes, big weekend. She's got another match tomorrow. Another match. Mercedes 9 belts. Okay, so I'm not too familiar with the WNBA, but this Phoenix Mercury superstar, Miss Kiana, is she got a tryout from WWE. She got offered a tryout. If you are familiar with Kiana Brown from the Phoenix Mercury, let me know if you think she should do the tryout and if you think it's a good fit for her being in the WWE. But she posted this that she has an official tryout offered to her from the WWE. So good for her. She's got options. And this just out from the Insider, Jeff Schneider, the Insider, the Insider. Warner Brothers has been working on a Kobe Bryant movie. It is going to be behind the people who made, is it King James? Or no, not King James. What's the Will Smith with the Williams sisters? But Tom Brady's production company is working on this movie. And well, I don't know anything else other than it is in the works at Warner Brothers. So if you're excited about this, I know Knox a huge Kobe Bryant fan. Let us know. This is kind of a big. So the announcement of his death came on the Royal Rumble when Edge passed, and it was just kind of, we were hearing about it as like Knock and Eric came over to my place. So it was just like it's a weird thing. So, anyways, I remember when Kobe Bryant went to the NBA in the beginning, like when he got drafted. So, yeah, cool, but very heavy, and we'll see if it gets done right. All right, it's Spider-Man. Here it is, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Look at this cast so far. I don't know. So you got Sadie Sink on the bottom right there. The woman to the left, she is from The Bear. She's a great actress. I don't know who she's playing. There are rumors that there's going to be an older female villain. Up on the top right, you have Scorpion, who's been teasing something with a symbiote. And then you have Florence Pugh. Yelena will be back in this movie. Now, here's the new addition. Mr. Tillman in the middle from Severance is in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Who do you think he is playing? A lot of people saying he's playing Tombstone. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think Tillman is playing Tombstone, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul right now? Who do you think Tillman is playing? He's great in Severance. He's so good. Who he plays in Severance, I think, plays into who he's going to be. Noob with the win, Norman Osborn. If you look at the age, it's either Norman Osborn or it's someone related to Miles Morales. So we'll see. We already have a Prowler in this Spider-Man universe. Could we see Miles' dad? We'll see. It's tough, but I do think it's Norman Osborn. He'd make a great Norman Osborn just based on his Severance character. Do you think Drew McIntyre and John Cena is going to happen? That's it. What do you think of Spider-Man so far? Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do you think it's too much? You got the Hulk and Punisher. You got Yelena, Scorpion. I think MJ and Ned are going to be in it for mere minutes. The one random rumor that I heard is that the opening segment is going to be him kind of battling different villains. So it's not going to be too many villains throughout the movie, but in the beginning. So it's going to be showcasing like his life in New York solo. Are the MFTs coming out right now? I'm excited for it. The shots I've seen have been great for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm more excited for this than I am Doomsday. I'll just say that. All right, and again, get your comments in for Meme of the Week. Again, if you're not watching live, I'd love to see your comment for what this is. This picture right over here is. All right, this match is getting underway. Otherwise, The Miz was hot tonight. He got the win for Miz and Mello against Motor City Machine Guns. Piper Niven pinned Charlotte Flair. Little shenanigans in there, but still a big deal. Good match. I liked it. And then we saw John Cena run his yap for about an hour and a half, trying to steal spotlight from everyone. But this is the match on right now. Since the bell is starting, let's get to your NXT Heatwave predictions. Head-to-head with Forbidden Door. All right, let's start it out right here. The Knockouts champion, JC Jane, putting the belt up against Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovich. I don't know if Heatwave is where the title is going to go back to TNA. And part of me thinks that both of these main titles are going to go back to TNA in the same pay-per-view. TNA pay-per-view. I think this sets up a feud, more storytelling between Ash and Masha. And JC Jane leaves with the title. Both titles. So JC 2 belts is probably going to walk out with both belts too. As an OTC chant goes on right now with Jeff Cobb Mateo in the ring. Yeah, it's good to see Ash by Elegance getting a spotlight on here in a title shot, especially, in her ex's house. JC Jane is doing really good. I'm glad she got a title opportunity. She's a legitimate champ now. Yes, she is. She's working it differently than Trick is too, holding the TNA title. So I like it. I like what they're doing. Now let's get into the next match. Dark State trying to get the tag belts against Hank and Tank. Hank, who looks like a very young Hank Hill. And Tank, who looks like if Hank dressed up as Emma Stone for Halloween. I think the belts are going to stay here, unless they really need to push Dark State. I guess this is the match where a belt could change hands. I'll say Dark State takes it from Hank and Tank. Dark State needs something. Again, when you have a faction come in all like hooded up and stuff like that, with like hoods and masks and just like the all black on, and you have them attack like your main event stars, and then they go down to this, it's tough to build them back up to the threat that they were. That's why I think they need the belts. I'm going to say Dark State takes the titles off of Hank, Hill, and Tank. Hill. Who is fighting in Dark State from Hank and Tank? Half an hour left of SmackDown in Dublin. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope it was a good Friday. Mine was terrible, but I'm not going to get into that. It's heavy stuff. We're having fun right now watching wrestling. This is the release. There's wrestling, video games, movies. I watched an interesting movie on Max called, what was it called? Freaky Tales with Pedro, Dominique Thorne, Ben Mendelsohn. He was the main scroll. Good stuff. Watch it. It's like a anthology, Pulp Fiction-y kind of stuff. It's cool. All right. Next up, it's Miss Parker, Lola Vice, and Kalani Jordan for a number one contendership matchup. Oh, I honestly think it's Jada Parker's turn. But man, Lola Vice has been killing it, especially in AAA and doing that stuff. I want to say Lola Vice. I'm going to say Lola Vice. I think Jada should win maybe, but it's I think Lola Vice is taking the win on this one. Oh, Mr. Alpart, I'll get to that after we do these matches. I know who's going to win. But who do you think is winning this match here? I know the fan favorite is Kalani Jordan or Lola Vice, but Miss Parker, she's been putting in the work. All right, next match. It is Tyra May Steele and Tavon Heights versus Chelsea Green and all ego, Ethan Page. The promo thing on Tuesday was okay. I know NXT is still like developmental, and we need to work on mic skills. So good on Ethan Page and Chelsea Green for walking them through the type of promo that they did. They were fine. It's just very like, oh man, it was like, I don't know. It's like when people yell on like a TGIF or a Disney show. Like that's what a couple of those promos sounded like. But I'm gonna say Tyra May and Tavon Heights take the win on this one. I think they need some momentum behind them. And Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are going to be just fine. Ethan Page, champion. Chelsea Green, I salute Chelsea Green, whatever she does. So who do you have in this one? This is a very interesting one right here because it is two people who have been around WWE for a while. You got some newbies here. One of them is the LFG winner. I don't think LFG is getting picked up after this next season. So I don't think they need to prove that LFG should stick around on A&E because I think it's done after this season, the second season. But they still need to prove that they did something that was worth it. So I think that they're going to give it to the LFG winner and Tavon Heights, who has been doing pretty damn well on his own. Yeah, I think this will be a fun match. I think, honestly, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green will have fun working with them. All right. The Juggernaut. Jordan Grace against Blake Monroe. I think Blake needs the win on here. She needs the win, and she needs to move on from this. I like an evil Mariah May Blake Monroe. But this one isn't. I don't like the degradingness of a heel. That's kind of cheap heat. I don't mind low-hanging fruit sometimes. That's all this has really been. I think Mariah May needs the win, and we move on, and we build her up to do something, maybe North American Championship or something. Or does she take over Fatal Influence? A few different things on there. In the main event, your boy's Bouncy against the Ruler. I think it's time for Javon. I think you can do Javon here. I don't know if you really take the belt off Obafemi, though. Because I feel like Trick is going to leave after they do whatever they're going to do with TNA in October. And next week is the last week in August, so I'm going to say Obafemi retains. It's going to say that. Obafemi retains, and he is your NXT champion. Going forward on the C-Dub. Heatwave can be seen on Peacock. The NXT is remaining on Peacock, so if you like Peacock, there you go. And Heatwave versus Forbidden Door, who does win? Who do you think wins? I think Forbidden Door is going to be the better pay-per-view. If AEW really wants to take... So I said in our stream that the last thing I heard was that the Lights Out Steel Cage match was the main event, which was from an AEW camp. On Dynamite and on this poster and everywhere else, it seems like Hangman versus MJF is going to be the main event. If that's the case, I'm going to double down on my Goldberg showing up prediction. That's what I'm going to double down on. Goldberg showing up in the main event of Forbidden Door. That's what they're going to go off. Goldberg costing MJF, who just said he'd put Goldberg out of the pasture. There's Big Jim. So I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to steal the thunder away from Heatwave completely. It's going to snuff the flame of Heatwave, and Forbidden Door is just going to have a bunch of great matches, and Bill Goldberg is going to close out the show. Who do you think wins this weekend? NXT Heatwave or AEW Forbidden Door? There's Sami Zayn. I don't want to see the Bloodline involved in a Survivor Series War Games match. I want to see some new stuff in there. Seems like they could slowly be building towards that. Noob says Heatwave will win. I think Heatwave will be really good. There it is. 2-3. And the Street Profits pick up the victory against the MFTs. Sami Zayn talking to kids. I don't know either. School's tough for me too. All right, B-Fab out there too. We need to shake up with the tag division. The tag division has been so hot on SmackDown, but we've seen the same teams kind of interact. We need a big shakeup. They could just have a tag team draft. All right, Aleister Black is coming up next. Craziest rumor I've heard this week is that the prices for WWE events are so high, and they will go down. They're so high because of TKO's debt, and they will go down in early 2026 once TKO's debt has been paid off. It's a wild rumor. We'll see. All right, coming up next, R-Truth and Aleister Black. Anybody watch anything fun this weekend? Anything streaming? I know Superman's now streaming. You can watch Jurassic Park or Jurassic World at home. Fantastic Four is coming up. Next weekend, Thunderbolts is coming out, so I'll finally watch that. I need some stuff to watch. Let me know if you have any recommendations out there. Let me know what you're watching. A couple of the shows I've been watching, I'm almost done with, or I'm going to stop watching them. Speaking of Peacock, Poker Face Season 2 is kind of slipping. But Severance, almost done with Season 2. That is on fire. Love Severance. Someone over here, one of you, told me to watch Severance. So thank you. It's really damn good. I think maybe tonight, it's on Hulu. I might watch Ellie Ross Thanksgiving. If you're familiar with Quentin Tarantino's Grindhouse with Rodriguez, they had fake trailers in there. Zombie had one, Roth had one, and Ross was Thanksgiving. It's a movie. If you saw it, let me know. Gamescom was this week. Did you see the Halloween game? No, let me know what you thought of Gamescom and what you saw. I missed it. The only thing I saw was the Halloween trailer and the Batman Lego, which apparently is going to be bigger than the last Batman Arkham game. It's going to be huge. But that Halloween game, I'm excited for. I know I'm going to play it for about a week, and then it's going to get old. But you see the new Resident Evil video game trailer from Gamescom. I saw some of the gameplay, and it was really weird. What did I watch? It was like a woman and her daughter going around, and then they run into this guy, and then the guy gets... And then I saw the face of the thing that is supposed to be like the big thing hunting you throughout the game. What'd you think of it? That's all I saw. I just saw bits and pieces. Again, it was very heavy week, so I didn't get to see too much. Can't believe how big that Lego Batman game is going to be, though. They're so big. I'll keep this up during the commercial. If anyone has a meme for Meme of the Week, mine is when you stand in the stall right next to Hangman in the bathroom. That's all I have for my meme. If you got a meme for this picture, throw it in the chats or the comments if you're not watching live. Gamescom. What else happened to Gamescom this week? What are the games? Any like fun games revealed? PS5 got a price hike this week. Switch 2 is going to get another price hike. Xbox doesn't do consoles anymore, so you're fine. Here comes Aleister Black. I love Aleister Black's theme. It's so good. I did get spoiled on this. I know what happens. It's actually funny. Such a good theme. Such a good theme. This next, I'll wait till it happens. I'll wait till it happens. Noob, I'll get to that after the truth part here. Our Truth, his album, his country album, is in the top 10 country album charts. Top 10. Ron Killings. That's awesome. He flew to Dublin, Georgia. I did get a spoiler on this because it's so funny. Aleister Black. I love when people mess up names. Oh, I'm going to miss Trinity. Here we go. Damian Priest. This could be a really cool feud. All right. Noob says, I saw the Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the new Lego Batman game, and guess who's back is Bubsy in 4D. Nostalgia nerds are not happy that Bubsy's back from out of the blue like that. This is an out of the blue one. Bubsy? I guess I didn't miss much. It's the final boss, Knock. How you doing, Knock? We are at almost 5K for subs. If you're not subbed, get subbed. Help us get to 5K. Maybe the 5,000th sub will get my Alien Earth prize pack. I got to find a way to give this up. I really appreciate it. Huge wrestling weekend. SmackDown tonight. Knock, it was officially revealed by AEW about Isla Dawn tomorrow on Collision. Knock, let me know if you're still in the chat. I got some news I know you're going to like that just broke today. This could be a brutal-ass match. Yeah, it's not going to be a match. They could save this for WrestlePalooza. But they're already there, so it's probably a Clash in Paris. Knock, if you weren't aware, announced today by the Inschneider, Knock is here. A Kobe Bryant movie is in the works at Warner Brothers. They are going to be making a Warner Brothers movie. It has been in the works for a while. It is from the people who, what was it? King George? The film with Will Smith and the Venus sisters. Tom Brady's production company is putting this together. So let me know what you think about this, Knock. A Kobe Bryant movie being in the works at Warner Brothers and has been for a while. Knock, yeah. We'll talk about it next week. It's something. Yeah, just announced today. This is official at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers didn't announce it, but yeah. So, you think thumbs up, thumbs down? Are you excited for this? There's Drew. Nice big Drew chant. All right. Drew, everyone's loving him here tonight. Drew's been great. Drew getting a match with Cody at Clash in Paris. I know it's going to be nothing, but I want him to go into obscurity. All right. Get ready. This is a good segment. Yes, I got very, very spoiled on SmackDown today. All right. You're very excited about the Kobe thing. Cool. But we'll talk about the Isla Dawn match. We'll see what kind of see your thoughts about TK's booking. Get ready. This is a segment. This is a fun segment. For now, I'll say I hope they get someone new. Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think that's the plan. That's gonna be tough for someone established to play Kobe. Here we go. There he is. RKO out of nowhere. Thanks for coming, Drew. This could be a meme too. If you got an idea for a meme for this, knock it in the chat. And this is the official meme of the week. If you can think of something for this, your comments for meme of the week. Mr. All Power dropped one in here. There's Mr. All Powers. Mine was that's what happens when you stand into the stall next to. I can't remember what I said. It's been a very long week. Very long week. Very rough day. We're watching SmackDown together. Thanks for spending your Friday night. Ooh. This could be a fun tag team. Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, when she's a heel, she talks a mile a minute. Would she be a better heel if she chilled out and was a little more evil? Tag match coming up next. All right, Scrubs telling us to subscribe to T-Mobile. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Where does this go? Does Randy just interfere in the match at Clash in Paris? We'll see. But Noob hit it on the head. The new casting for Spider-Man. It's got to be Norman Osborn. The age, the voice, everything seems like Norman Osborn, unless it's such a minor role that he's just in it for a bit. You've seen that with Marvel before, where they're going to cast someone and just have them be a part of the MCU in a small, minute way. But I have to say it's got to be Norman Osborn. And then if you saw the pics online, Sadie Sink has blonde hair in one of the shots. Will she be Gwen? We'll see. Four movies and we're finally getting Norman. Yep. He'll make a good Norman. I'll tell you that, Knock. He'd make a good Norman. And we'll see who they would cast as Harry, or if they wait and have a Harry Osborn be introduced, and you have Miles in there instead. So you have more of an OG kind of villain in there. Interesting cast, too. So many people involved. Scorpion, Hulk, Punisher, Yelena. I don't think they're going to turn Ned into the Hobgoblin. I think that's just... I think it's just going to be kind of like a mint thing. I think Ned's going to be in there just building that new weird-looking Lego Death Star. Harriet Osborn. That's funny. That's pretty good. I think they'll go with the younger Tombstone based on what they did for the animated series, and that being a multiverse thing. I still think they'll keep everyone kind of around the same age. So if they do bring Tombstone in, I think they'll save him for Miles Morales too. I think it's gonna be a younger one. Harriet Osborn. That's pretty good. That's should have made a meme with that. Ninja Warrior commercial. Knocked a Ninja Warrior. Knock's done so much here in Hollywood. Spider-Man. Anyone watching anything really cool? The other breaking news that was out this week was if you're into True Detective, Nicolas Cage is going to be one of the main leads in there, and it's going to take place in, I forgot exactly where, but it's basically like New Jersey. So that's what the new True Detective is going to bring to us. Nicolas Cage, probably someone else, and it's going to be New Jersey. So after he's done with Spider-Man Noir, I think that's the next thing he's going to do. I don't think he's got another horror movie coming up. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, man. He's in a lot. A True Detective fan. The woman behind the last season, she is doing this next season with Nicolas Cage. So we'll see. It's a good show. Nothing tops the first season, but it's a damn good show. What else are you guys watching out there? Shit. I want to say yes. Like the last one with Jodie Foster was good. It's just the end is so fumbled that it makes me say I'm not going to go back and watch it ever. The one with Mahershala Ali is a good season. If it was called a different show without the expectations of True Detective, it's good. It's just slower. It seems like it's its own thing, but it's good. Yeah, Spider-Man Noir. I haven't. So, after this, I'm going to watch my favorite trashy show called Below Deck on Bravo. Have you watched Love Island? Is it worth watching? I do like trashy TV. Again, I'm finishing up Severance, and I do believe you're the one who told me to watch Severance on here. But let me know. And have you ever watched Below Deck? I watched Below Deck. There's 4 of those a year. You guys like Becky Lynch's new theme song? I don't know if I like it or not. Reality game shows, I watch Survivor. That's pretty much it. I used to watch a lot of trash. I used to watch Vanderpump Rules. We'll see. I know they just wrapped filming the new season with new people, but that's pretty much it for reality TV. I mean, I did watch, what was that? The Simple Life way back in the early 2000s because it was on right around the time when 24 was on Fox. So I watched that. And then when God, I don't want to say how old I am, but I was so old. I used to watch the show with a group of friends at a bar. I think it might have been like Love Island. What was it called? Temptation Island. It's called Temptation Island. They tried to bring it back twice, but the original Temptation Island was fucking wild. So let me know what you watch. Still haven't started The Pit, but will soon. Oh, man, if you started The Pit, anyone has, let us know how The Pit is. Season 2 stuff is coming out. And, yeah, a lot of random info around town I'm hearing about the new season. So I'm excited to start The Pit. Tiffany Stratton's got the crowd behind her. I do need new shows to watch, though. Let me know. There's a show on Netflix, a horror show. I can't remember what it was, though. If you got suggestions, though, let us know. Nia Jax. Cameraman does a good job, too. Slightly shaking the camera when she does her moves. What movie just came to streaming this week already? Bad Guys 2. That lasted about 2 weeks in streaming, in the theaters, and now it's on streaming. There's a lot heading to streaming already. I think Fantastic Four is going to be headed to Disney Plus in October. So if you haven't seen that, and then Superman will be on, I think in October too, if I'm right, or end of September. James Gunn, man. James Gunn. He loves to talk on whatever he talks on. Blue Sky? Threads? He's making a 4-part Superman story with a super family. What happened to the Monsters, Gods and Monsters storyline that he talked about? What happened to Waller? Apparently there's still a Booster Gold in the works. Apparently Wonder Woman is in the works. Brave and the Bold. 4 Superman movies. Clayface. Anthemyskeria. It's a very weird thing. And obviously Creature Commando Season 2 and Peacemaker Seasons 3, 4, and 5. Superman commercial for Progresso. Progressive, not the soup. Progressive. Oh, man. Have y'all been watching King of the Hill? That was on the mat last week. King of the Hill. I think I said this last week with Knock. King of the Hill and X-Men 97. Two of the best reboots ever. Ever. Knox says, I'm hoping DC is back, but glad they have a clear direction. So they don't have a clear direction. They don't. That was my point. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. Been a very messy day. James Gunn's original plan is not even like a thing anymore. So that was my point. We got Lanterns coming out, Supergirl, and Clayface. I think those are the next three. But now he's focusing just on Superman more so than other stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. It'll change next week. Here's a show I can't stand. America's Got Talent. It is, for every act, it's 5 minutes of sob story followed by 30 seconds of their talent. I hate America's Got Talent. Saw that. Noob pointed that out. Saw that. It makes sense, but I think it's worse how they did it. Hawkgirl has to be the worst adaptation of Hawkgirl I've seen. I like Guy Gardner because he's a dick, and you're supposed to not like Guy Gardner. No. You want to know why the main reason I wouldn't? Not just because you got to do this weird retcon shit like you had to do with Peacemaker Season 1. 99 doors, 99 realities. Yeah, 99 in your face. The main reason I wouldn't bring back Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is because to us, she's all tied to Jared Leto's Joker. So mentally, that's like the thing she's tied to. That's why I wouldn't bring it back. I'd start off with a new Harley Quinn. You know what would be a nice one to see? If you just started with the Joker, then you introduced Harley Quinn in a second movie, and she's the Harley Quinn from the animated series, you see how things are, and then you can do stuff with Harley Quinn not being the Joker anymore after. That's how I would do it. I would have her be the animated series Harley Quinn with a new actress. I still kick myself. I remember being in a comic store when the animated series issue came out with Harley Quinn in there. I was going to buy it, and I didn't. I bought an Image comic instead because it was more edgy. I think I bought the Max. The Max or Pit. One of those two Image comics. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. I could see that because you could easily kind of have that manipulated if you had the Joker and Poison Ivy kind of in the same movie. Yes, it'd be Harley. Man, I got to get a drinking game going every time you mention Sydney Sweeney. You know who Sydney Sweeney should play? What's her name? There is another girl in the Batman universe who's introduced in like the late 2010s, I think. She has like a lightish blue corset on, or maybe white. She has blonde hair. I can't remember if she has like clown makeup on or just a lot of makeup. If you can think of her name, if anyone can find the name of that person, that's who Sydney Sweeney should play. Jade Cargill just pins Nia Jax. Money, all day money. Sydney Sweeney, everything. No, not Power Girl. She's a villain. She's a villain in DC. Let me see if I can find her really quick. Batman, villain, female, corset. There's John Cena. Oops. Should have typed that in. Oops-a-daisy. I'll have to delete my search history later. That's fine. Here it is. White Rabbit. Look up White Rabbit, Mr. All Power. What a beautiful ending to the show. John Cena knocked the fuck out. White Rabbit is who Sydney Sweeney should play Mr. All Power. What? Really? Why waste it on P-Maker? Oh, that's so terrible. Sydney Maiden. Everyone down. Oh, I hate that they wasted White Rabbit on Peacemaker. Fine. How was it? How was it on P-Maker? What's on now? The Rainmaker. All right. The Rainmaker, Mr. Rainmaker, great song by Warrant off the Cherry Pie album. What'd you think of SmackDown tonight? And just to bring it back up at the end here, this weekend. Oh, that's me. Oh, this is what we did this week. If you haven't checked it out, leave your comments on this. Is TNA being used by WWE? A great conversation Knock and I had last Friday. They put into a video, so you can check that out. And here it is. What are you excited for this weekend? AEW's Forbidden Door in London, which is, I think it's past 17,000 now. And Heatwave, which is, I think, past 1,700 now. I can't remember where the arena is. But good showings, both at the same time, though. Let us know what you're excited for and what you're watching. Eric would know what I'm talking about. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to send it to Eric. All right, here we go. Click. Hi, Eric. All right. I'm going to take that, send it to him, see what he says. We're going to have a conversation about White Rabbit. And I'll get back to you on Friday on what he says. Fucking pissmaker. I hate P-Maker so much. I hate John Cena. John Cena was on tonight in multiple segments, but now we have 9 more showings of John Cena. We're almost there. September's over a week away. Summer's almost over. That sucks. September, October, November, December. Get the fuck out, John Cena. You're done. And that's all she wrote. John Cena is out of here. All right, big weekend of shows. If you want to leave any comments all weekend, you can leave them on this stream or any stream. We'll get them. It can be a random stream. You can test me. You can put it on one of our old tier list. You can leave an update on Heatwave or Forbidden Door. We'll get it, and we'll talk to you. Knock or I, one of us will. Oh, you watched Twisted Metal. Okay, let me ask you this really quick. I did not like season 1 of Twisted Metal. Did you watch season 2 now that it's out? Because I like that they're playing the game with, what is it, Calypso? It's the guy who's in Superman. It's the guy who played Metamorpho. I didn't like season 1 at all. But let me know if you like season 2. I could get back into it because I'm a big Anthony Mackie fan. We didn't play Twisted Metal to get to know the characters. All right, Halloween the game coming out. I'm excited for that. That is it. That is the stream. Thanks for joining me for SmackDown Live. Enjoy a great weekend of wrestling. Collision tomorrow. Heatwave. Forbidden Door. You like the season better so far? That's good to hear because I really didn't like the first season. All right, I'm going to go watch my trashy reality TV. And I'm going to go watch a really crappy horror movie after that, probably Thanksgiving. If you have recommendations for us, leave them down in the comments below. TV shows or movies we should watch, especially this weekend. I need them. So please, even if you think of one an hour from now, leave it. I may watch it tonight, and I'll come back and say, hey, I'm watching the movie you recommended, and then I'll leave you a rating. I can't wait to just sit back and watch a movie. It's been a very rough week. So I want to say thank you for spending your Friday nights right here with the West Coast Pop. Knock, thanks for checking in. Everyone out there, thanks for tuning in. And you, Mr. All Power, since you're the only one who participated, you won the meme of the week with your Malcolm in the Middle comment. This is it right here. Ricochet is Malcolm in the Middle getting bullied at school. All right, I do have a nice big Alien Earth prize pack to give away. Let me know if you're keeping up with the series. I'm enjoying it so far. Maybe we'll do a series review at the end, and I'll give away an Alien Earth prize pack filled with posters, pins, the soundtrack, all you could ask for Alien Earth. I'll give it away Maybe we'll do some alien trivia and just have some fun. But for now, my name is Zach. Thanks for spending your Friday night. Hit the like. Make sure you subscribed because we're almost at 5K. And most importantly, have an excellent weekend. Take care, everyone.